Sometimes we don't know where the road of life is going to lead us. For me, it led me to LaunchCode, a place where purpose and passion collides, a place where you have an opportunity. LaunchCode helped me launch a new career. It gave me that opportunity. So I want to give back. I want to be able to help a new generation of learners become developers by sharing all of my life lessons and all of my struggles and what it took for me to get to where I needed to be today. LaunchCode helped me do that. Now let's go on this journey together. I'll see you there. Okay, so now we have made it to chapter 10. We're introducing functions to you. It's been a journey so far, and I want to keep encouraging you to help you understand that all the frustrations that you're feeling right now, some of the things that you may be struggling with, I just want to make sure you understand it's okay. It's normal, because we all don't get it. Most of us don't get it. I'm one of those people who didn't get it. It took a while for me to get it, but I stuck with it. And I want to encourage you to continue to stick with it, because we're about to get into some complex concepts to you right now up until this point. And once you understand it, it'll all make sense. But it's one of those things, I'm going to take my time to go through this chapter, so there may be quite a few videos. So I highly recommend that you watch these videos. They're just a tool, a resource that's going to help you understand this better. And so again, if you're new to this channel and you're not a part of the cohort, this curriculum is free. The link is in the description, and you can follow along as well. So without further ado, let's go to the introduction. All right, so now we're in chapter 10. Functions are at your beck and call. Learning objectives. 1. Understanding the role of functions in making code modular and reusable. Create programmer-defined functions. Explain what a function is. Write functions with no parameters, a single parameter, and multiple parameters. Call a function with and without parameters. Understand the behavior of parameters that are not provided by the caller. Use a return statement to complete execution of a function. Use a return statement to provide a value to the function caller. Explain what a return statement does. Understand variable scope as it pertains to function. Okay, we're about to go over scoping. Introduce it to you. Now I've given you the seeds earlier, planted the seeds earlier about scope. We're about to go a little bit more deep into it. Explain what variable shadowing is. Write a function that calls another function. Use properly descriptive names when defining function. It's a lot in this chapter. Matter of fact, it spans 2 chapters. So follow along carefully. Terminologies we're going to introduce in this particular chapter: functions, methods, index of, and encapsulation. Here's another thing that I introduced to you earlier when we talked about the 4 principles of OOP. Well, the first one we talked about was abstraction, and now we're introducing encapsulation. We'll go over that as well. We're going to touch on TypeScript, and we're going to again reinforce abstractions, parameter variables, scope. So in this chapter, we're bringing a lot of the concepts together. It's time now to really understand those concepts. Along the way, we are going to do a little more reviewing so I can help refresh your mind on things that we talked about earlier. Again, this is important section. Going forward, every section is important. The first 8 chapters, and really 9 chapters, were what I call your foundational development, learning the basics, the principles, and the rules. Now it's time to put it all together. So that's the end of this introduction video. I'm going to see you in the first section, which coincidentally talks about introduction. So we're going to go a little bit more with introductions, and then we're going to finally get into really understanding functions. Okay, so I'll see you in the beginning section.